What is going on, you guys? Zach Lucas here with another car video. Today I'm going to be talking about why I chose to buy a Mustang GT over the EcoBoost, because I know I did the video on why I want the EcoBoost and it did like insanely well. Got like probably close to like 3,000 views now, and a lot of you guys are asking me why I chose this car over the EcoBoost. So I figured today would be a great day to explain why exactly I chose this car over the EcoBoost. And if you guys can't already tell, we are actually inside the Mustang right now. Oh, I love that. But yeah, anyway, I'm gonna make that video and explain it. But first off, we're gonna get gas because we're ridiculously low on gas, like lights flashing at me. So we're gonna get some gas and we'll get into the video.
Out in Cali with beaches, baby. The life that I live amazing. Just pour up some Henny, baby. Yeah, toes in the sand, water splashing your feet. I got limited time, so are you coming with me? Out in Cali with beaches, baby. The life that I live amazing. Just pour up some Henny, baby. Yeah, toes in the sand, water splashing your feet. I got limited time, so are you coming with me? I just need more.
Alright, so we are back in the car on the GoPro, just got gas, and now it's time to get into the videos. Alright, so when I originally started looking for a Mustang, because I've always wanted a Mustang, always been my favorite car, I started looking at the exact car I have, the 05 to 09s, the S197 chassis. I love the square body look, like the retro styling, love the interior, and that's originally where I started looking. I was like, okay, this is the car I want. But as I started getting a little bit more into it, looking into it, I started to like the EcoBoost. Not because of two things: commuting with the gas mileage, and I kind of like the idea of having the EcoBoost, the turbos. So, and the tuning you could do with them. So I was like, okay, well, maybe I'm gonna go with the EcoBoost. I think it's a smarter choice. It's a newer chassis. It's gonna last longer, possibly last longer, because it's gonna be newer, so there's gonna be less maintenance to it, hopefully. And so I decided, I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna look for EcoBoost. I was looking in the range of spending $18,000 to roughly $22,000. And as I looked around more and more, I came across the car I actually have now. So I went to go test drive this one, and I'm like, okay, well, I'm gonna test drive this because I've always wanted this car and see if I like it. And sure enough, I test drove this GT I have now and fell in love with it. I was like, okay, the EcoBoost, it's great, I like it, but I want this more. This is the car I want. So ultimately, I ended up choosing this car. And there's a couple of reasons behind that. Is one, the performance mods on this, and all the mods out there, like, it's so much cheaper to mod this car than it is to go with the EcoBoost, because the S550, it's new. Everything is more expensive than it is for this car. So that's one of the reasons I chose this car. Another is like the V8. I mean, come on, EcoBoost can sound good with the right exhaust, but this car, even with this quiet axle back that I have on there, still sounds really good. I mean, I love that V8 sound. It sounds so great, and the torque and everything. I just love the V8. I wanted the V8. I wanted the GT, so I kind of said I'm gonna push EcoBoost off, and I'm gonna go with the GT. Another reason is when I was looking at insurance costs, they were very similar between this year GT and a new EcoBoost because it's a newer car. So it's a very similar in cost for the insurance. So I kind of figured I'd rather have the GT than the EcoBoost. And again, like, I don't want you guys to think I'm bashing the EcoBoost in any way possible, because there was a point in time where I thought I was going to have one, and that was the car I wanted. So I am not in any way bashing the EcoBoost. I actually still want an EcoBoost, but I ended up going with the GT because also this car, like I mentioned in my last video, was $10,000 opposed to the EcoBoost, which would have been between $18,000 and $22,000 roughly. So I mean, yeah, I'm spending about half the money here. I'm getting a 10-year-old car compared to maybe a almost brand new car. But I just chose this because I wanted the V8. The insurance was similar. The performance mods, everything, it's much cheaper to go with this car for that, especially with someone like me, 18, college student, trying to build a car. I mean, it's going to be so much more expensive. Because I was looking into like new grille, exhaust, tuning with the turbos and everything, and it just wasn't going to make sense for me to buy that car because I wouldn't be able to put any money into it. I would be putting all my money towards the payments and the insurance. Whereas this car, I have low payments, similar, just about the same insurance, but the payments are lower and the cost of the mods are so much cheaper, so I can do so much more of this and have more fun with it. Plus, I just love the look of this chassis. Like, this S197, it just looks insane. Like, everything looks good about this car. I'm in love with this car. There's nothing I don't like about this car. One of the sacrifices I'm making with this car over the EcoBoost is obviously the gas mileage. I'm getting about 14, 15 miles a gallon here, whereas the EcoBoost that my neighbor has one, he's getting like 20, 22. So I'm losing some gas mileage here, but I kind of expected that with the V8. I knew I wasn't going to get good gas mileage with the V8, so I'm not too concerned about that. Like I said, the EcoBoost is still an amazing car. I still want one. It's just this car for me, I had more attachment to this car, and I had my heart more set on this car from the start. Before I even started looking seriously at buying Mustangs, I always wanted this exact car, like this body style, this color, hood scoop, wing. I wanted all that, and this car just came up and it became the one. And I was like, I want a car that speaks to me. I want a car that I've wanted forever. I want a car that's mine. Whereas the EcoBoost, I liked it, but I had no attachment to it. I had no reason to have that car. Like, I had nothing dragging me towards that car besides the newer car, and it's the EcoBoost. Like, there was nothing like this car. I love everything about this car. The fog lights, like I said, the hood scoop, the wing, the steering wheel, the dash. I love everything about this car, whereas the EcoBoost, I didn't feel the same way about it. I felt it was just a newer car, so it just looked a little bit nicer in a way, I guess, people, because it's a newer car, so it's a little bit more recognizable, I guess. But this, to me, this had a part of me. This is the car that I've wanted. And I know that the new EcoBoost is making just about as much power and torque, if not a little bit more, than my car right now, because mine's at 300 foot-pounds or 320 foot-pounds of torque and 300 horsepower, whereas the EcoBoost is probably very similar, like I said. But it's just, the difference is having that inline 4 and this V8. It's just a world of a difference in sound. Just the overall feel of driving the car with the V8 is so much better to me than driving it with the inline 4. Even though the EcoBoost makes it fun, I just wanted the V8. I mean, come on, how do you not love that? So ultimately, I decided against the EcoBoost. I know you guys, a lot of you guys were, I know you guys were excited for me to have the EcoBoost. You're like, can't wait to see the build series with it, what's going on. But trust me, even with this car, we're still gonna have a build series. We're still gonna do a bunch of fun stuff with this. So if you guys are gonna be here and stick around for that, that'd be awesome. I'd love it. It's gonna have a lot of fun. Like I mentioned in previous videos, I've got wheels coming. I'm gonna do an exhaust, tints, lower it. We're gonna do a ton of stuff, throttle body, tunes. Like, please stick around for that. If you guys are into Mustangs, trust me, you're not gonna want to miss this. I do gotta say, man, for this being an 07 and this 4.6 liter, I know isn't the most powerful. It's not the fastest out there. By far not the fastest. It still pulls pretty hard, man. It's still got a nice feel to it, even with this automatic that you guys are gonna give me shit for. I know it's gonna come at some point or another. Someone's gonna say something, but this car still freaking pulls hard and puts a smile on my face every time. One last thing is, I need a name for my car and for my build. Like, I know Derek Marin Productions has Redo Blue series and the Project Shadow series. I need a name for my car. I need you guys to help me. I'm not too sure what I want to call it yet. I still haven't gotten a name for it. And yeah, if you guys can help me in the comments, give me an ideas, help me out, that'd be awesome. But that is about going to be it for today's video, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys, like I said, want to stick around for my build series and see more Mustang videos, please hit that subscribe button and help your boy out, hit the like button, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace.
From the get-go, let's go, ready for the next show. Finding time for anything but any time to rest. So I get it in the morning till the sun falls back, then hit it till it rises and I don't call back.